Greetings everyone, I am here with the final book haul of the year. These are all books that I ordered except for one that I got at the thrift store. I was going to go like a big thrift store haul, but it was raining and I don't know, I just couldn't get to it. This one is called Lapidus by Matt Runnels. I wasn't going to get it. It seems to be, I think it's about a military school for children or Marshall Institute or something. It's some kind of fantasy, I think, though. Wasn't going to get it, but then I flipped to this first page, and it is signed by the author with a note to somebody named Douglas. Congrats on winning. I hope you enjoy the book and that it fills your mind with joy and a curious wonder of the world around you. Matt, smiley face. Always thankful for a review. Maybe I'll look on Goodreads and see if there's a review on there from somebody named Douglas. Then I'll respond to it. Hey, this guy just gave your book away to Goodwill, and I found it. Anyway, pretty cool. That first author signed copy of anything I think I have. Next, let's go with this one. My first Terry Pratchett novel, Small Gods. This one, To the Ramble, is a booktube channel. They really recommend this one to start the Discworld universe. I asked, other people will say Mort is the way to start. Some people will say Guards is the way to start. But they were really insistent on this one. This one kind of gives you, like, the Discworld is based on the world being on top of a turtle. Right? It's on the back of 4 elephants or something like that. So this one is about the gods of the world. So it'll probably give you a good... Like, you don't have to read them in any order. You can just read... I don't know if you even have to read the trilogies in order. Like, the Sorcerer's trilogy is supposed to be, like, one of the worst ones. Like, the Color of Magic and Light Fantastic and all that kind of stuff. But the one about death is supposed to be good. There's the Weird Sisters about witches. And then there's the Guards about the guards that... or for this town called Morganpork, something like that. Morganpork? Is it in here? It's probably in here. I don't know. But it's supposed to be kind of like Douglas Adams, I would imagine. But I've never read either one of them, so it's supposed to be like comedy, but like every word is supposed to be hilarious, and it's like maybe that's Douglas Adams. I don't know. It's supposed to be like really good though. I guess some of the books aren't supposed to be good because they say Color of Magic's not that great. And then, let's go with Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. I finally got the first one of the Dandelion Dynasty. I have the second one there, hardback, library copy. This one doesn't match, and it's used, so it's not the best condition, but who cares? Hopefully I'll be able to get to these two this year. They're on my TBR. Supposed to be like a really good series. And then I got The Wolf by Leo Carew. Everybody says it's fantastic. No idea what it's about, other than probably animals, because the second book is called The Spider, which I got as well. Third book is called The Cuckoo, like a bird. So I'll get it if this is good. These are actually Orbits. I love Orbit books. And seem to be like pretty, like maybe read once copies, pretty new copies, pretty nice. Trade paperbacks, I love those. Another trade paperback. Sequel to Rage of Dragons, The Fires of Vengeance. Rage of Dragons was one that was like, started out low, then it got fucking high. It got to a goddamn 6, and then it went down to maybe a 5 or a 4. So, second book I don't know about. I do want to read it before I forget like the main characters and stuff, because it's African kind of based, so it might be hard for me to remember. Next I have the second book of Justice of Kings, Tyranny of Faith. Usually I want to read the first book before I get the second book, but everybody says this one is actually better than the first one. I've heard people like rave about the first one. So both of these are probably really good. And the third book is coming out this year. So, hyped for that. The third book has this really sick cover of like this black dude sitting on a throne made out of two cobras. So this one is like a woman sitting in front of a demonic deer. And the first one, I think it was a guy on a throne. I have no idea what it's about. And then I went all in on Robin Hobb because I loved the Farseer trilogy. So I got on Amazon and I ordered all of the Rain Wilds. So these, I think I got them for like $30. So four books for $30 is a pretty good deal. But they're mass market paperbacks. But they're cool covers. You don't really want to get these little small ones like this, but it's just the Rain Wild books. Those are not really the most popular ones. But you got Dragon Keeper, you got Dragon Haven. The third book of Farseer had a lot of like statues of dragons that came to life, so it's probably related to that place. And this one is Blood of Dragons and City of Dragons. Are they all based on dragons? I guess they are. I thought there were some other. There's like a Piebald Prince or something that's like novellas that are in this series. The covers don't even really match. Why does it make them look different like that? Look at that. Different font sizes. Same publisher. Volume 3, 4, 2, and 1. And then I went to jolly old England and I got the next trilogy after the Life Ship Traders. The Fool's Errand, I think, is the first one. This is the ones I wanted, like the medium-sized trade paperbacks. And then the Golden Fool is second, I think. And then this one, Fool's Assassin. I think this is where it gets bad. People say they didn't like this one because it's really descriptive of a castle or something, and they just keep talking about the place he's at, and there's not a lot of action. But the way Robin Hobb writes, I think I would like it anyway, because I just like hearing about him using the wit and his relationship with his dog or wolf, whatever. But of course, this series is about the Fool. It's not really about Fitz. So we'll see. Maybe there's something about the Fool that's equally interesting as being able to talk to animals and talk to people with your mind. These ones are like pretty. They feel like brand new, but they're also like a little wavy. Like maybe there's some moisture damage or something to it, but I don't see anything wrong with it. It just kind of feels wonky. So, also look good on a shelf. I've got my first three up there. My Life Ship Traders is like American mass market paperbacks, and I don't have the third one yet. So some people just skip that trilogy altogether and just go straight to this one. But I really think I'm gonna like the one. It's about ships that have like the thing on the front of the ship, like it's usually a mermaid or whatever. It talks and it's like a living thing, like the ships are alive and they're magical. I think it's gonna be dope. But I don't think it's got Fitz or the Fool in it. I think it's all different characters from the other side of the universe. Like the Farseer, they were being invaded by these bandits from this other land. And at the end, you find out that they're both kind of like back and forth. Each one's kind of like terrorist, pretty much, for the other person. But then after so much time has passed, they forget what happened that made them hate the other one. So the other one ends up attacking them because they're being oppressed by the other one, and they don't know. And it's like, so you're probably going to get the other side of the story with the enemies from the first Farseer, I'm assuming. The red ships or whatever it was. And that's all I have for this year. No more books that I'm going to buy.